If you're playing hardcore, you may just want to grind some mobs to get a level ahead of the curve. Maybe you're looking to make some gold for your mount at level 40, or you're looking to stockpile resources like cloth for first aid, you're running low on health and mana potions, or you need some scrolls to make questing a bit faster and easier. Today we're going to be taking a look at Witherbark Village and what it can offer you if you decide to grind here for a couple of hours. There's many different camps in this village on the outside, as well as the cave of mobs on the inside to grind if there's too much foot traffic. This is a densely populated area, great for farming and staying in combat nearly 100% of the time. The mobs are levels 32 to 35, so I recommend being at least 35 to make this grinding efficient on most classes. And the most valuable thing about this farm is the 8-hour respawn time of the rare spawn Nimar The Slayer. He's got an 80% chance to drop an incredible helmet for clothies at this level range, and a 20% chance to drop a cloak, which won't be replaced by melee until nearly level 60. I imagine you could sell either of these drops in the auction house for a ton of gold, or just use them yourself. Let's take a look at the loot table. If you do decide to grind here, you can expect to find these types of health and mana potions. You'll get mostly silk cloth and the chance of wool and mage weave. You can get the plus skinning enchant from Witherbark headhunters, and lastly there's about a 1% chance that these mobs drop these types of scrolls. Half the mobs that drop scrolls don't normally have strength and agility scrolls, so I really like whenever I come across grinds that have the chance to drop these buffs. The three types of mobs you're going to see are the headhunters, the axe throwers, and witch doctors. The headhunters have a curse affecting your stamina and spirit, as well as the ability to net for 10 seconds and execute if you get below 20% health. There's some pretty scary abilities for melee, especially warriors, but what I like about this grind spot is there's only 1 or 2 patrols throughout all these camps. So most of the mobs are stationary and they're not going to chain into more mobs. Probably the worst interaction is if these mobs fleed and aggro more mobs who then just net you endlessly. The next mob is the Witherbark Axe Thrower. This type of mob has the curse, it's dual wielding, and also throws from range. And I normally like to keep this mob at range just because it's more consistent damage, and it's normally less than if they're in melee range, and there's less pushback if I'm trying to heal myself. The last mob is the Witch Doctor. It has 2 abilities, Magma Totem and a Healing Ward Totem. It's great to have a caster type mob to kill in your grinding spots because they die much faster and easier than the warrior type that these other 2 mobs are. Lastly, we've got the rare spawn Nimar The Slayer. He's got 2 abilities, which are Whirlwind and Execute. He's on an 8-hour respawn time, and the loot is really good. And because of this rare, I'd log out on this cozy hill overlooking Witherbark Village, and log in multiple times a day, and do 1 clear of the camps just to see if I can find him spawned and get one of his drops. Make sure to rate this grind spot out of 10 in the comments, and tell me why you like or dislike this one. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to share what you'd like to see next. And if you'd like to hang out with me for an hour while I grind at this location, check out this other longer version of the video that I have in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.